Florida in 5. All right, Florida in 5. Anyways, yes, the Edmonton Oilers are Western Conference champions, but you got to hats off to them, man. They sucked defensively all year, but they went off. They went off this season and they won a shitload of games, man. Um, what's this like? What's the series that they had? Edmonton Oilers. They played the Kings again, and I knew they were gonna beat the Kings. They beat the. I forgot who they beat in the second. Oh, the Canucks. They beat the Canucks in the second round, and they beat the Stars in 6 games. They won 2-1. Stuart Skinner. Skinner. Speaking of Skinner, man, I feel bad for you, man. Draisaitl, Hyman, and fucking Hyman, man. Zach Hyman, former Leaf, of course. He fucking one of the contributors to the Stanley Cup team. And 17 points in the playoffs in 17 games, man. He's been great. McDavid's great. Draisaitl. This team it's stacked offensively. Defensively, we'll see how they do against Bobrovsky in the Cup final. I got Florida in 6, not 5. I was joking. I got Florida in 6 because both guys need it. You know, got Kachuk and McDavid. One of them will have a ring. I forgot. I don't know any old players on each team. Like Corey Perry's just gonna lose. Fuck it. Corey Perry again is going to the Stanley Cup, man. This guy has lost how many cups in this decade, man? He's lost with who? He's lost with Montreal. He's lost with Dallas. He's lost with Tampa. He lost 3 straight Stanley Cups in a row as a player. I know he won a cup with the Ducks in '07. But yeah, this is the first time the Oilers are going to the Stanley Cup since 2006, and they played Carolina and they lost that series. And then for the Panthers, so either the Oilers haven't won since the '90s. They could become the first Canadian team to win since 1993. I hope that doesn't happen. You know, I'm selfish, but I hope it doesn't happen. I really don't hope. I hope Florida wins. You know, it's better for the league if Florida wins to grow the game. You know, Oilers can lose in 4 and they'll still have the fans there. I think it's better. You know, and the Oilers winning doesn't make the league that much money. So, in the long run, they need Florida to win. So I think Florida's gonna win. The refs and Gary Bettman, they got the plan going. They're gonna keep the Canadian team losing. You know, Canadian teams have made the Stanley Cup in the 2000s. You know, I'm trying to think of. Ottawa lost, thank God, in 2007. 2005 it was Calgary. 2006 it was Edmonton. 2011 it was Vancouver, and 2021 was Montreal, and then, you know, it's Edmonton's turn again. But yeah, great team. You know, it was a great team all year. Edmonton. Just the defense was terrible. They started off like shit. They were terrible at the beginning of the year. Then they fired the coach. They fired Jay Woodcroft, and they fucking rallied and just won a shitload of games. And yeah, they're gonna play a tough team in Florida. It's gonna be. I think it'll be a good series. But I got Florida in 6. I want Florida to win. I think they're the better team. They still have the better goalie. I don't trust Stuart Skinner. Yes, he did great this playoffs, but against a more physical team, they got the more physical team. They got the better defense. I think Florida wins in 6 games. That's why I think, and it's not going to tarnish McDavid's legacy. He's still the best player in the world, not the best goal scorer. So that doesn't, no debate there. But yeah, hopefully the cup is really good. I'm not going to be rooting against Edmonton as much as I'm rooting against the Celtics. So don't take it that way, Oiler fans, if you're fucking there. We're going to bring a cup to Canada. I don't give this shit, man. I don't care. The Raptors did it better. The Raptors at 1 versus fucking 29 compared to 7 versus 23 is different. You know, about time a Canadian team wins the cup, which it won't, because Florida's a way better team than the Oilers, man. So, yeah, give me Florida winning. But should be a good series. Hope it's entertaining, close games, and hope there's overtime. And I love hockey overtime in the playoffs, man. It's great. If you're an opposing fan, I mean, if you're like a casual fan, that's like not a fan of each team, it's awesome. If you're a fan of the Oilers or the Panthers, it's stressful. Like, oh my god, it's waiting forever, and then a fucking goal happens if you win. Oh my god, if you lose, fuck. Like, yeah. But that's all I gotta say, guys. Shout out to all the Stars fans, man. They went deep, but yeah, they couldn't be like the Rangers and the Mavs who made it. They were like the Cowboys, got bounced. But yeah, shout out to the Stars fans. Skinner. X Factor again. Another X Factor shout out. Um, all the people in Dallas and for Edmonton, I think the only fan I know is Sir from the Six or Sir Cardinal, where the hell he's called, man. Congratulations, even though you live in Toronto. I guess you grew up a Oiler fan. I don't know. That's all I gotta say, guys. Peace, and yeah, hopefully these Stanley Cup final and NBA final are great, and hopefully they're entertaining, and hopefully Boston loses and Edmonton loses, and we're all good. That's it. Peace.